I'm alive at last. Second time lucky. It didn't. It just hung, telling me I was going live before. I'm like, come on. Come on. Right, I'm live. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Let's just wait for everyone to come on. So I'm going to go deeper into the daily read today. And I've picked out a card from Colette Baron Reid's deck. Hey, Warren. Thank you. I was feeling to be a bit brightish today. I had 12 hours sleep last night. 12 hours, whoa. So the t-shirt is to wake me up. Oh, sweaty. Just dried my hair. Makes me really sweaty. Even in the air conditioning. I end up getting wetter. I did need it, wow. So what's that, day 5? Day 5 after alcohol. I'm still recovering from it. Maybe, yeah, I think it takes about 5 days for sleep to get back to normal. Crazy. I'm really feeling it. I was feeling anxiety last night too. And you know what? I put a couple of meditations on, in fact, from the Calm app. And I realized that I've not used it for months. I've not used the Calm app for months. And that's because I've not been feeling any anxiety. And it's alcohol that does it. Hordes of tourists left. No, they're still here. Yeah. I got lots to do today, but if there's hordes of tourists around the pool, then I'll be doing I'll be doing like mini versions of the weekly read today for each star sign, because I just won't have time to do them all. Hi Janice, how are you? I ran around naked. Nope, I didn't do that. Not that I remember anyway. I've given the cat some yogurt and she's eating it, dipping a paw in, licking it off a paw. It's going to take her a long time. She's funny. She does it with water sometimes as well, from my coffee cup. Janice is bored. You spelt it like a wooden board, like a chopping board. Janice is a chopping board today. Right, let's pick some cards out. Oh, I'll show you Colette Baron Reid's first. So in the daily read, we had about not listening to other people's opinions, or listening to them, but paying more attention to your own perspective on things instead of trying to please other people's perspectives, and listening to other people's perspectives and actually taking that into account. There's a time, there's a time for listening to other people and getting advice from other people, but generally, not many people are worth taking advice from. Where are the flowers in my room? Nobody bought me any. I didn't buy myself some. It's actually there are a couple of shops here that sell flowers, but not many. I've never bought them on this island. Oh, I've got some flowers outside. I've got some, fill it with flowers. I do love flowers, but I don't have a vase either. I'd have to. My connection is unstable. Why? Oh, I'm connected to the good one. Too many tourists using my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I am growing them. They're outside though, not inside. So Colette says round and round. Same thing's happening over and over again. So maybe this is about taking on other people's opinions, listening to other people too much, same people over and over again, doing the same things over again to please someone else, and then not being pleased yourself, and then going, why did I do that? And it's like, well, good to keep on listening to someone else. Round and round, the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, think better and break a cycle and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Yep, connection. It keeps on popping up. That bar at the top keeps on popping up saying it's slow. So am I cutting out? Or am I consistent? Do you want the relationship message or the prosperity message? I'll do prosperity. If you're in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that's already happened in the past in your work life, it's because you're being invited to see what you couldn't see before. This is a person who have entered your life, who helps you navigate, who sabotages you, who supports you, what are the familiar signs, and your responses to them. It says, okay, it's back. What are the familiar signs and your responses to them when you find yourself in a repeat of a pattern of the past? It's a good time to get a coach or mentor who can help you see what you can't on your own. Right, okay. This message has come up over and over again in the weeklies for this last week, especially, and in the readings, about getting a mentor, about getting a coach, about getting better help. So if you find that you're listening to other people's opinions, just like randoms, about your work or about something in your life, and you're not going to a professional, you're not going to someone that's done it ahead of you, someone that knows, then that's going around in circles and causing the same things to happen again. It's so powerful to get a coach or a mentor. And even if you don't do that, it's going to the right groups of people, going to the right places for the advice. You know, your auntie about dietary advice, you go to an expert online, or you go to an expert. A lot of people think they're experts on dietary stuff and they're not. But you've got to go to the right places. Same with business too. I remember once there was a customer, someone that got readings from me once. She sent me this about what she thought that I should do in my business. Now, this was a registered, never had a business of her own. I have a coach and I've got a business group, and my coach is doing like 5 times the amount of business that I'm doing, and that's who I learn from. Connection is unstable again. Wow, it's really a mess this morning. Back. Yeah, I'm learning from. That's who I'm taking my advice from. If I want to be a nurse, I'll come to you for advice. But you haven't even had a business, right? And sometimes you've just got to realize that. Oh, this is not good, is it? It's cutting out. But yeah, sometimes you've just got to be really clear on that in yourself too. And sometimes you've got to be blunt to people, like, look, you're not qualified, or you haven't done this before. Movies, right? I think they need to restart it. I hope they're not. Yeah, in fact, I hope they do it and kick me off, and then I'll start another one. Because sometimes they just need to restart the Wi-Fi when it gets like this. And they do. So yeah, sometimes you've got to be blunt like that with people that are trying to give you advice when they haven't even done it themselves. It's like, get out and make your own business. And her retort to that was that she thinks that everyone can teach and learn anything from anyone. And it's like, that's not true, is it? I'm not going to go to the gardener and ask him to teach me to be a doctor. That's just stupid. You got to pick where you learn. You get your advice from. Pick where you learn, who you're learning from. And as I said, it can be really difficult, especially with the internet now, because everyone is pretending to be a teacher of all kinds of things. So you've got to be discerning. Hopefully it's better now. Cutting out. It's okay now. It's not good now. In my life, absolutely, Janice. A friend of mine had spoken about an earthquake in Tennessee this morning. Oh, really? Earthquakes and tornadoes and fires. Whoa. Are gods and deities fighting? You've been watching too many movies, Warren. Okay, let's go deeper into the daily. So the daily was all about that, not taking on other people's opinions. So that's very interesting that the round and round card had about coaches and mentors. And hopefully that's what I do for other people too. Not in just anything, but in healing ourselves and getting into alignment, sorting things out within ourselves. So if you want any of that stuff, I'm good at that. I've done it in myself. Empowerment, self-empowerment, getting in alignment. Harry Potter. Love Harry Potter books. And the movies. Okay, so we got today, simply make love. Simply do what you love. Simply do what you love. It can be easy. It can be that easy, you know, listening to yourself and doing what it is that you love in every moment, making decisions in every moment. It's very unlikely that we're going to take advice from the wrong person if we're simply doing what we love in the moment. And if we're doing what we love, then there's so much good energy about that it works. Hey, stop ringing your bell. Very noisy. Just having a post-yoga wash on the mat. She fools me with it. Have I told you about this before? So when I go down to the pool in the mornings or any time, she'll hang out with me at the pool. And then when I'm walking back up the steps back here, often she'll follow me from the pool. She'll stop on the steps. She stops in the same place on the steps and starts washing herself. And so I wait for a bit, but she just carries on washing herself and she'll race after me and she kind of bangs into my stable. Let me wait until it comes back. Okay, it's back. Since she's had the bell on, she does that now. But when she's finished cleaning, she does that ding, 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 rings a bell, and it sounds like she's running after me. And so I think she's chasing me, and she's not. She's sat there at the pool still, just staring at me going, ding, 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 ding. She's funny. She's a funny girl. So if we simply do what we love, then we're going to be headed in the right directions. When we're trying to guess whether it's the right thing to do based on other people's opinions, it's like, yeah, I love this thing, but really, should I do it? Should I do it because this person says that I'm not going to be able to do that? Or this person says that, you know, it's all of that kind of stuff. Don't question it. Do what you love because it's definitely in the right direction. Using your higher self as your coach, first and foremost. Using your inner self as your coach. Yeah, and this is how to deal with those people too. Be firm but warm. Say thanks but no thanks. As I said, sometimes you've just got to be really blunt with them. Say, why are you wasting your time trying to teach me about something you don't know anything about? Stop it. Get on with your own life. But I understand it, you know. I used to, when I first started, especially working online, I just used to try and help everyone with anything. Everything and anything. Yeah. And it's not the way to be at all. And so we're getting clarity in ourselves today. Getting clear on what we think. That's why I named this one, what do you think? It's like, yeah, you know what everyone else thinks, but what do you think? What's right for you? Gratitude and patience. Having patience with yourself and your path, being grateful for it. We learn along the way, we do. Janice has been a surgical nurse for 35 years, wow, consistent. And now I'm at the point of burnout. Oh, wanting to know what I should do. What do you love doing, Janice? Get rid of Chicken's noisy bell. Shall I take it off? But then I have to put it on before she goes back out again. All of the cats here have them on now. Stops them from hunting, doesn't it? So be grateful with your path and be patient with it too. Maybe that's a message for you, Janice. Be patient with it. You know, it's a big thing. 35 years of doing the same thing. Wow, I can hardly do the same thing for 5 minutes. Oh, also today we've got gentle arcanus and completion. Be okay about what's over. Maybe that's what maybe that's what you're in at the moment, Janice. Being okay about stopping. Of course, before we can move on, we've got to let go of things that we have been doing. Okay. You got to be okay about what it's completed. My connection is unstable. My connection is unstable, and now it's back. Someone's watching movies in bed, aren't they? I can tell. In fact, there's not that many here tonight, this last night. There's a family downstairs with 2 little kids, baby kids, toddler and a baby. That's awesome. Janice, that's awesome. Okay, I've picked my cards out for the day. I'll show you, and then I'll do readings for you guys. I've got strength and courage and romance. Ooh, be the strong one. Right, we're both strong. And I like this the best, abundance and play. I love that. Talking about that yesterday. In fact, the same 2 cards together. Here is what I did new. I got 2 thrown out Christmas trees, and I brought them home, and the house smells great. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that pine smell is beautiful, isn't it? I've only seen fake trees here. I'm pretty sure they're all put away now anyway. It's like a forest. Nice. Yeah, maybe I need a bit more life in here. I did get a friend gave me some, I don't know what they're called, little plants, and they grow in water, and they, if you've ever been for a massage in Thailand, the tea that you get afterwards is made from them. I've got 2 of those, and I've got them in bottles of water, and I did have them in the house, but now I've put them outside because they prefer it outside. So all my plants are outside, but it's good because I can see them all from my room. And they're happier out there than in air conditioning. Spruce and pine, lovely. Who wants a reading? Would you like a reading? If you have a question, ask the question, or just sign me and I'll do a reading for you. So many videos to make today, so many, because I didn't work yesterday. I took the day off. Well, I did work a bit. I did some readings and I did Psychic Cafe, but then I took the rest of the day off and had 12 hours sleep. Can you believe that? Fell asleep watching a movie. Woke up, the movie was still on, switched it off, and yeah, woke up at 3 a.m. just to go to the bathroom, and then 7 a.m. Wow. If the gentleman of my life will come, one day my prince will come. Okay, Janice, you've got own my idea and go deeper. This is about what you're actually looking for in a man, and you're not going deeper. I think maybe you're just wanting any old man. But this is saying, a relationship is a creation, exactly the same as a business, right? If you're not formulating a business in your mind, then you're not going to create that business. You're not actually going to take the action and create that business. Same with a relationship. If you are not formulating what would be best for you in a relationship in your mind, then you're not creating it, and you're not going to create it. And so this is saying, like, you've got to have an idea about it. What is it that you want in a relationship, and go deeper on that. What would be best for you? There's also something to let go of as well. This feeling of vulnerability about touch. So maybe you haven't been empowered in relationships before and you've let people control you. That seems to be a bit of a theme for today in the daily, not being powerful, not standing up to people, and then attracting people that want to take that power, Maybe it's something like that, but you're vulnerable at the moment where touch is concerned. So feeling, I don't know what that could be. Maybe someone's overpowered you before in a relationship. But yeah, there's a feeling like you're not in, that needs to change first. You need to heal that, whatever that is. And, Oops, connection is unstable. So yeah, you need to heal that first, and have a new approach. You know, healing isn't just about letting go. It's about coming up with a new approach so that you don't feel that anymore. Maybe you need to learn Muay Thai too. Reading Dr. Dolittle. Matt is up next. Today was about just accepting, being grateful, and accepting things as they are. Says Warren. Stability, someone that is, excuse me, stability, not like my Wi-Fi connection today. Somebody that is very trusting, caring. Someone that we should be able to complete each other, if I may say that. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be a whole person first, though, Janice. No one really completes us, but two whole people can have a very good relationship together. Just watch out for that stability thing too. Often when people, you know, that can be an unhealed thing to say, I want stability, someone I can trust, things like that. Often when we say words like that, it's saying, I'm scared and I need someone safe. And so when we're scared and we need someone safe, who do we attract? Not people that are safe. So you've got some healing to do there, Janice. I haven't not had enough time for a relationship. Wow. Matt, I love hearing your stories about the process you've gone through. One of those impossible careers, but made it work. Yeah, just following my intuition. Okay, Matt, you've got to know it. You've got to really, really know it. Connection's unstable. Come on, connection. Okay, connection was unstable there again. Matt, you've got to know, really, really know that you're good enough. You know, it's like when you think something might happen, and the difference between that and then knowing that it's going to happen. And when you know that it's going to happen, it does happen. It's like, are you picking up on that it's going to happen, like psychically, or are you creating it through that deep sense of knowing that it will happen? And it's the second one. It's like once you know something's going to happen, you create it to happen. And you've got to know that you're good enough, not just think maybe you're good enough. It's like you can't think, oh, maybe I'm good enough to do this. Universe, give it to me if I am good enough to do it. It's like the universe won't, because that is you not feeling good enough. You got to know that you are good enough. So convince yourself, Matt. The knowing, it's so powerful, hey? Oh, this is interesting. Wake up and be firmer. This is like a bit of delusion going on. Maybe you've got people around you. You know how today's daily is all about other people's opinions and not listening to them too much? I'm picking up from this, Matt, that you've had people around you that have all got the same kind of delusions. You know, when you kind of get together in a group, especially of people that are healing, and then they can all feel a victim to something, and then they all talk about it, and they're all deluding themselves. But it's something like that. It's something the people that you've been chatting with all deluding themselves in the same way, and it's like you're waking up to that now. And so maybe not listening to the same kind of people, be firmer in who you are and what you think. Totally the message of the day in this psychic cafe was what I was picking up. It's like, what do you think? But what do you think? You've got to go with what you think, because remember, when you're firm on what you think, then you start attracting people that think the same. Your tribe. And it can be very tempting to stay in those. To find yourself, Janice. Don't struggle, just go with it, relax about it. Many years I managed Eliman and dated him only for him to physically and mentally abuse you. Yeah, you've got some healing to do. Yep, absolutely. That's where your difficulty comes in. And you don't want to attract the same thing again. And so maybe you think you've been too busy for a relationship, but I think been too fearful for a relationship. And it's right, you don't need another experience like that, Janice. You need to heal it first. Absolutely. You want some help with that, get a reading, or a breakthrough session with me would be the best way. The people around me want me to work on getting a normal, mundane job while I'm wanting to start a spiritual career. Yeah, they'll do that. I wasn't picking up that it was people around you like that, like family and stuff like that. I was picking up that it was more, I don't know, maybe Facebook groups that you're in or something like that. Yeah, that kind of thing. And of course, if you've got people around you like that wanting you to be normal or mundane, there's a balance in that, There's absolutely a balance in that. I wouldn't have this business if I didn't learn from people that learn the mundane stuff about business. There's a balance in it. It's not like one or the other. You can't create a business like this and just go like all the woo-woo. You can't. There's got to be a balance of the practical, of what actually works. As I said before, you got to learn things from the right people. Maybe them trying to pull you back into that again. Maybe that's something to wake up to too. Maybe you've been too shut off from the normal route to do things. Maybe you should do a business course and you'll get ideas. To get that balance. Janice, I feel within the psychic intuition, but you've got some healing to do. Oh, connection. The Wi-Fi connection is not good. Unstable connection. Do you want one? Warren, do you want one? Only 3 of you on today. Oh, 4. I'm on too. Hey, Incognita. Oh, what's the single most important thing in progressing with connecting with our loved ones through mediumship? Just saying hello to them. They're instantly there. They're instantly available. Just say hello to them. That's how I do it. Someone asked me for a medium reading. That's how I do it. I'm like, hello. And then I wait. Sedona. Warren, should you go to Sedona? Sedona. Ooh, people like you. Really? People like you in Sedona, Warren? There's nobody like you. You're unique. Chiable. Sedona. Yeah, people like you that you can be more open with. In Sedona. What else? Oh. Judgment separates, create. This is this is weird. This is asking you to be open to mirror reflections, and this is kind of saying you haven't been. You've been judging them. Maybe a little bit of fear to people that are like you, and this is saying don't create what you don't want there. If that makes sense. So have you been thinking about things that you don't want there? Don't create that. Don't create what you judge there by thinking about that beforehand. Yeah, makes sense? Good. Doesn't make much sense to me. So Incognita, do you think they look through our eyes or are they near us? I don't think they look through our eyes when doing mediumship I'm talking about. I think from my experience, so what I do with mediumship, so when someone wants me to connect in with someone else, then I say hello and then I wait. And usually they come through. Now, they can come through in different ways for me. because of course there's people that I don't know. And so they'll come through in various ways, but often it's almost like they're not looking through my eyes, but they become a part of me. And so it's like, when you have a memory of something, it can often seem like that. So they'll give me like a memory of something, like an experience, and then it's like it's my memory, but it's not, because it's theirs. And then I can portray that, or they'll give me a feeling about something. Or it can just be the audient thing, as usual. It's not really audient now. Like when I'm picking up these messages, it's not really audient. Because, of course, often it's that higher self that I'm picking up on. So it's pretty much the same as my other readings. But medium readings, they are different. They are different to me. It takes a little bit more work for me. Not much work more, but a little bit more. Incognito. I think our higher selves look through our eyes. But yeah, I think it's more like they're near us. Although they don't have the whole time-space thing like we do, so it's different from our perspective. But really, you can work with them as you want to work with them. You can make, that's like hearing stuff all the time, being past it all the time. It's like, this is just too much. Connections back. I don't want it switched on all the time. And so I had to say, like, just demand it of the universe. Like, when I'm working, I'm working. When I'm not, I'm not. I don't want to be past it all the time. I'm happy to do this work, but when I want to do the work, like, I need my own time to myself. I don't want to be walking down the street hearing things for everyone, hearing messages. It's like, that's not on. And so you can decide like that and just make a decision of how you want to work, how you want to use your gift. It's often important for people to do that. I think as you develop in the gift, you can be really open, but it comes a point, especially when you're working in it, it comes a point where you're just going to say it like, not all the time, just when I'm working. I'll use my gift for this, this, and this, but I'm not using it for this, this, and this. Like guessing games and stuff, when people do that, I'm not interested in that at all. They can go with someone else and do guessing games. Or, to find someone's keys or something like that. I'm not interested in using my gift like that. I'm interested in using my gift in helping people with what I'm interested in, what I've done for myself, because I'm interested in that. So healing the self and getting in alignment and manifesting things and sorting things out and living a great life. That's what I'm interested in. And so that's how I want to use it for other people. And so incognito, you can do the same thing, even in mediumship too. You can decide how you want to work with them. Because remember, they're in spirit form, so they can do anything. So what works best for you, incognito, if you're still there? Okay, I'll leave it there because my Wi-Fi is dodgy and I've got a lot of work to do today. Thank you everyone for coming along. Hope you have a lovely day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will be publishing videos today, as many as I can get through. So keep a lookout for that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.